Good afternoon, dear members. Good afternoon. I, as the past chair, am here to represent our chair, Crescentia, because she cannot be with us this year due to her family health issue. We have apology this year as noticed on our agenda. Please read agenda, and if there is any other apology, please let me know. Any other apology? No? Okay. Now we go on to item 3, minutes of 2015 AGM. I think you all have a copy of the 2015 AGM. Please take a minute to read it, and if you have any query, question, or comment, please let us know. Okay. Before we call for a motion to accept the minute, I forgot to introduce all the executive executive member. I'm sorry. So now I'm going to introduce all of the board members. Maybe from left. From my right hand is Jennifer from Australia, and then Ulabe Sensei from Japan, and Rosalind from Minnesota, United States, and Alex from New Zealand, and Marsha from Australia, and Lori from Hawaii, United States. I'm sorry, and also Manade also from New Zealand, and myself, Sholan Dong from Taiwan. Thank you. So if you have all read, thank you. You can tell I'm nervous because I'm not speaking my native language. Yeah. Okay. So if you have read through the minute for 2015, would anyone would like to make a motion to accept this one? Move. Okay, Barbara move. And anyone would like to second? Second. Oh, Lori, second. Okay. Oh, okay, second from the floor. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Now, if you are in favor of the minute, please say aye. Any objection? No? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now the item 4, matters arising. There is no matter arising this year. So we go on to item 5, correspondence. There is also no correspondence this year. So we move to item 6, report. Item 6.1, treasury report. Lori, please. Hello?
I believe you have copies of the treasurer's report in front of you. There are 2 pages. The first is the report covering the previous year from July 2015 until now, and it's just dated July 2016. That report. One better? Okay. This is the first page of the treasurer's report that you have in your packet, dated July 2016. It shows a beginning balance of $20,574. Credits made up of the Fiji conference payment of dues, the journal royalties, individual membership dues payments, and a donation for a total credit of $6,357.54. Debits in this year were the secretariat fees, the journal layout, the wire transfer fees, and web hosting through 2018. For total debits of $1,351.74 and an ending balance of $25,579.80. That was our ending balance as of June this year, coming into this conference. So the second page of that report is the projected budget for the coming year. So we are starting with the ending balance from last year of $25,579. This year, credits are again coming from conference payment of dues, royalties for the journal, individual memberships, and the projected return of seed money from the Hiroshima 2017 conference. And this gives us a total projected credits of $13,550. Debits, again, you'll see the website hosting fee there. That should have come off because it was paid in the previous budget. So it's there listed as 0. Secretariat costs, again, potential scholarship support for conference attendance. We expect to put out 1 volume of the journal, and there are expenses of $1,030 for that. We also have an additional invoice left over for the previous volume of the journal for $234. And we will be paying seed money to Hiroshima for the 2017 conference. And you'll see right under that there's a typo. It says $3,000 plus $50 wire fee. That should be $2,000. That's the standard seed money that we're projecting. And then bank fees and postage make up the rest of the debits, for a total of $5,416, giving us a projected ending balance on this budget of $33,713.54. I'll give people a few minutes to look this over, and then I will move that this projected budget be accepted by the general membership. First motion is that the treasurer's report be accepted by the general membership. If there's a second,
okay. Any comment or query about the treasury report for 2016 and 2017? Second. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other comment or question? No? Okay, now we need a vote. Please say aye if you are in favor of this treasury report. Any other objection? Okay, no? Okay, carry. Thank you. Now, before we go on to the next one, I would like to ask all members to give Lori and also the previous treasurer, Casey Berg, for their wonderful contribution for helping the organization as the treasurer. Thank you. And now we go on to 4.2, item 4.2, journal editor report.
Thank you. My name's Alexa Satani. I am one of the journal editors for Pacific Asian Education. Those of you who are new members, I'd like to introduce this journal to you, and it is available on our PCC website. You have a copy of the report in front of you for the year 2015 to 2016. During that time, there was one issue, volume 27, with issues 1 and 2 combined in that one issue. The allocated budget from the Pacific Circle Consortium was 1,100 New Zealand dollars, and we have a detailed budget for that volume underneath that item. You might note that some of that, the budget for the journal comes from the University of Auckland, my institution, and some of it is funded by the PCC. In this time period, 2015 to 2016, there were a total of 12 submissions, 7 were rejected and 5 were accepted for publication. We would like to point out that this year we will be publishing another journal, volume 28, number 1. The issue editor for this journal is Dr. Megan Lowry from the Auckland University of Technology. There will only be one issue for this year, and we would like to encourage members of the PCC to submit their work to the journal for publication. We would also like to encourage members of the PCC who are interested in reviewing articles for the journal to please see me with their areas of expertise so that we can invite you to be involved in this important work. There is one issue for recommendation. Hello, there we go. And we would like to recommend that the PCC increase its funding allocation from 1,100 New Zealand dollars to 1,400 New Zealand dollars plus expenses for 2016. This will cover the cost of typesetting and printing of 5 to 6 articles in the volume. I'd like to move that the editor's report be accepted.
Thank you, Alex. We need a second here. Okay, thank you. No EO. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, now it's open discussion. Is there any? Okay, please.
We print a small number of issues. Generally, the access for the journal is online. I'm sorry. You can hear? Okay. So this year, for this year's journal, this past year's journal, 17 copies were printed. 11 copies were sent to the authors. 3 copies were kept for the editors. 3 copies were kept for the PCC. So they're not printed for dissemination. Dissemination is online. And it is free online.
So, any other question or comment on the editor's report? Okay, now we are going to vote not only for the report, but also for the increased amount of the money for the journal to 1,400 plus fee. So please raise your hand if you are in favor of this motion. We. Oh, okay. Then next time I will just say I. Okay. So we need to count. No. I say already, right? Or should we? Or we can amend. Are you sure? Okay. Sorry. No. All in favor. Okay. All in favors, please say aye. Aye. Okay. All opposed, say nay. Oh, it's difficult. Okay. Carry. Thank you. Okay. Before we go on to secretary report, secretariat's report, I want to thank Elizabeth, one of our editor, and also Alex and the Auckland team for their wonderful work in publishing our journal. I encourage members to go to the internet to read through our journal. We have very good article, free online, so please use it. Thank you. Now we go to item 4.3, Secretariat report. Chuck, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're messing with my volume. Okay. My name is Truck, and I am the Secretariat for the PCC, and I serve at for the board, for the executive committee. So my direction is taken from the chair and the executive committee's discussion. Last year, what I did was help to develop and maintain the website, assist with the journal in terms of uploading it and reviewing it for layout, monitored communications via email, and especially updating people's email addresses as they might have bounced or changed over time, archiving of the Fiji program book and anything else related to the previous Fiji conference, and also assist with the PCC primer. The one thing that we're going to be changing moving forward is taking a look at the membership list, keeping that more up to date, and we also have the ability now to update our membership payments via an online mechanism. So we can pay for membership fees online, whereas previously you had to send a cashier's check to the US in order for us to process membership. So I think that'll be easier as an international organization. I reported to the executive committee 2 days ago, and I think we'll try to continue that particular endeavor. So thank you.
This organization cannot be operated smoothly without Chuck's help. She worked list and only get paid for $500 US dollar. I don't think no one would work for less only for $500. So her tremendous contribution to our organization need to be honored. So please give a big hand to Chuck. Now I'm standing up because last year I couldn't make it in Fiji when I stepped down. My father passed away last year. So I didn't have officially have a chance to thank to my committee. They helped me a lot during my chairship. So I would like to do it in my cultural way. Not only board member on the stage, but also Chuck, especially Chuck, and also Barbara, and also Laura from Mexico. She cannot be with us this year, and New Zealand. So I would like to bow to all of you for your great help. Thank you. Okay, now we go to item 5, PCC project report. 5.1, fishing in the Pacific. Lori, please.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. This is the third year that we have discussed the Fishing in the Pacific project. It is envisioned as a revision and updating of a previous PCC project that was completed and published in the 1980s. For the last year and the year before, we had discussion sessions about the project, and we had a lot of interest and a lot of people thinking it was a good idea, but work had not been started. So that was our goal for this year, was to get some commitments, form the writing team, and go away with a work plan. So as we went into the session yesterday, that immediately was derailed because the handful of people who I knew were interested in committing and being on the writing team were not here this year. But I had a whole room full of people who didn't know anything about it but had showed up because they were interested. So we did a third information session. It ended up resulting in some great discussion, some great feedback, and a couple of more commitments for people who want to work on the project. So it was very encouraging, and as we leave the conference in the next couple of months, we will form that writing team, make a work plan for the following year, and it looks like we will get started on the work very soon.
Okay, now it's Women Equality and Culture Project. Rosalind, please.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh, come on. Good afternoon. All right. I know it's time to go almost. The Women Equity and Culture group met. This is our third year as well, and we had quite a showing of people that came to the session, and we got quite involved in it. And one of the reasons that we're doing this is to make known and get more into the public the horrible things that are happening to women and girls all over the world. So what we're trying to do is collect information and data about what's happening in the various countries that came to the research project. This year what we've decided to do is we have everybody's
Okay. Now we go on to 5.3 Global Digital Citizenship Project. Clark, please.
Good afternoon again. The Global Digital Citizenship Project is an extension of an original PCC project, which is the Global Citizenship Project. I was brought on board to infuse the digital portion into it. The two original people who worked on it were David Grossman and Carrie Kennedy. So David Grossman is currently at the East-West Center in Hawaii, and Carrie Kennedy is in Hong Kong. So with the guidance of those two gentlemen, we've been working on the digital side of things for the past 3 years. We have data collected from last year in Fiji. We collected data again this year, and we also started a curriculum project for grades 4 and 5 children. So when we have the data analyzed, we're hoping to publish that in the PCC journal also. And we currently have, I believe, 8 authors from 7 different countries. So I'm very excited to have that come together for our particular project. The curriculum project is an interesting one because it was designed for the people of the Pacific. And so we have worked very hard to use sea animals, so sea creatures. So our main character is Hoku, which is a sea star, and she goes through different kinds of scenarios online, learning how to be safe and learning how to make decisions with her parents or even without her parents, knowing what it is that she's doing. So we're very excited with the project, and hopefully we'll have the journal article done in the next 1, maybe 2 years. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Chuck. Okay, now we move to item 5.4, teaching at the crossroad. No report this year. So now it's 5.5, relationship building. I'm going to invite Barbara to stay for this.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is this working now? Hold it real close. Whoa. All right. The project I'm reporting on is called an outreach project for building more relationships for PCC. And I'm working with Nucilla, who is not here, from New Zealand. She sends her regrets and her apologies for her absence this year. But we started this last year when we thought it would be good to outreach to like-minded organizations such like PCC. And what we thought we could do is ask people of organizations they know that we could actually put on a list, and we would know maybe their contact information, etc. And then the secretary would be the person who let them know about our conference. Particularly, we would like to invite them to our conference. Okay, make sense? And I'm sure we have some people in this group that are having ideas right now of some organization they belong to or ones that would like to recommend. Okay. So what I have is a Kiwi book from New Zealand for you to record that in. Number 1, if you can put down the organization, that's very helpful. If you can put down the organization and the contact person, that's very, very, very helpful. And if you can put down the name of the organization, the name of the contact person, and an address, an email address, that would be magical. So here's the Kiwi book. Is there anyone who would start adding? You ready to start? All right, Di. Is there anyone else that she can pass it to when she finishes? Where is Professor Kwok from Korea? Aha, I would like you to bring it back to, or someone will bring it back to Professor Kwok, because I would like Ketty on the list, please. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help, and we will continue this, and there'll be an update next year.
Thank you, Barbara. Now we go to item 5.6 under development for consideration, leadership. I will invite Marudai to speak for this.
Have a day, everyone, and thank you for being here this afternoon. So last year in Fiji, I had led a discussion around leadership, and what I was interested in was the notions of leadership. And from that discussion, we had several possible projects, but I'm going to talk about my particular project. So I'm interested in leadership, women in leadership, with reference to early childhood education. And I'm interested in working with Pacific Island countries and those who are in leadership. And I'm looking at what attributes and qualities make an effective leader, and the association. Out. Okay, thank you. Thank you to the handsome gentleman for his assistance. And so if you are interested, I've already had a conversation with one of the leaders here in Saipan. So at the moment, I've got the University of South Pacific, who is interested in this project, and one of your own Dean of Academic and Services here in Saipan. And so I'm really excited about the possibility of getting this project started next year in terms of putting a proposal through and getting something solid and written down so that we can look at what effective leadership looks like from a cultural framework. Western paradigms does not seem to fit the kinds of leadership roles that we have. Okay, so I'll be interested in anyone who is interested. Come and see me, or tap my shoulder, or wink at me, or whatever. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Malude. Now we go to item 6, PCC Award and Recognition. We will do this together. So I'm inviting Chuck to speak for this. Thank you.
Every year, the Pacific Circle Consortium awards a Peter Bryce Award, and this not tonight, tomorrow evening at the Fiesta Resort, we're having our Peter Bryce Awards dinner, and we really hope that you come in and attend, because we will be honoring Dr. Commissioner Rita Sablan with the Peter Bryce Award, forwarded and nominated by her committee this year. So we hope that you come. The Neil Baumgart Lecture is another lecture that was established a few years ago to honor Dr. Baumgart. And as if you were here on Tuesday morning, I'm losing my days, on Tuesday morning, Dr. Patrick Tilley, president of Palau Community College, delivered that particular address. The Art King Curriculum Innovation Award is not an annual award. That one is given upon nomination, and there were no nominations submitted this year, so that particular award will not be presented. But there is a special recognition being given this year by our conference host committee, and there are two recognitions being presented, one to Mao Piailug and the other one to Herman Guerrero, who spoke last night and I had the fortune of talking with for a little while. So we hope that you come and help us tomorrow night celebrate the award being given to Dr. Sablan, who is a wonderful woman, knows what she wants, for those of you who work with her, and we'll be happy to celebrate tomorrow night. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chuck. Now we move to item 7, there is no election this year, so we go on to nomination for honorary PCC membership. The executive committee have nominated Elizabeth Rata, is our journal editor, to be the recipient of the honorary membership, PCC membership this year for her years of service to be to the PCC as the journal editor. So this item have been moved by the executive committee, and we need a second here. Anyone would like to second? Judy Butch, thank you very much for your second. Okay, now we need a vote. We need a discussion for this one. Oh, sorry, no, any discussion. Okay, okay, okay. For the honorary membership, this is a way, this organization to honor member who made significantly contribution to this organization. And according to our bylaw, it is nominated by the executive committee and then approved by the general membership meeting. Okay, and once the honorary membership is approved, the recipient doesn't have to pay for the annual membership fee. Are you with me right now? Okay, thank you. Any discussion?
I just want to quickly point out that we do have 2 honorary members in our audience today. So Professor Akira Ninomiya Sensei from Japan. And also Dr. Byung-sun Kwak, who is currently filling out the wonderful little Kiwi book because Barbara got to him. So Dr. Kwak.
Thank you, Chuck. My apology. I'm sorry. I'm a very bad chair. Okay. Any other comment or question? Yes, please. Yeah. Lifetime. It's a lifetime membership. Yes. So in a way, we honor those people who make tremendous contribution to this organization. So far, we only have 20 honorary members. Okay. So if you have no other comment or question, now we come to the vote. Please say aye if you are in favor of this motion. Any objection? No? Okay, carry. Thank you. Okay, now we go to conference report 9.1, 2016 conference report. So who is going to speak for this? Rich? Rich, are you going to speak for the conference report?
So we had a 210 registrants, pre-registrants. I think the last count was 15 people registered on site, so approximately 225. I think sitting out in the lobby right now, only 10 name badges are still hanging. So probably 215 total by the end of this conference. We have over 135 registrants from the CNMI PSS, 30 registrants from Northern Marianas College, and then a handful of folks from various countries. I think 7 from Hawaii, 7 from the mainland US, Fiji, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, South Korea. And so, you know, what other information? We're happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. Item 9.2. 2011, our 41st annual conference will be in Hiroshima. 3 of the planning committee members are here. Prof. Urabe Sensei, Ninomiya Sensei, and Nakajima Sensei. So I will have Urabe Sensei speak first.
Next year, we will welcoming you all to 41st PCC conference to Hiroshima. The content and details is still secret. So if you want to know more hints, maybe Professor Ninomiya Sensei or Nakajima Sensei make some comments for next year.
Well, I was told, Urabe Sensei, a few minutes ago, speak something in front of you. Well, my name is Tia Nakajima. We are happy to be able to hold the conference next year, and we are quite excited about this. Well, so far in Saipan, we have been enjoying such a wonderful hospitality, which is really, to some extent, I think, exceptional. Like as Charlene mentioned yesterday, I was so impressed with the midnight pickup at the airport. That's really exceptional. And so it is impossible for us to do as good as in Saipan. That's impossible. But different place offers different enjoyment, different environment, and I'm sure all of you are kind of people who can enjoy difference. So please do come to Japan, and the most important thing is to share the experience and exchange the academic results and our experiences, and that is the most important part of the PCC. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you all at Hiroshima. And I'll
Ninomiya Sensei, yeah, please say a few words.
Well, we are so grateful that we are able to host the PCC conference 2017 next year. I promise you that I work very, very hard under the leadership of Urabe Sensei, our boss. Well, we are expecting and welcoming you, all of you, to Hiroshima.
Okay, thank you, Urabe Sensei, Ninomiya Sensei, and Nakajima Sensei. Okay, now item 9.3, future conference. Next year, in 2000, the year after next year, in 2018, the 42nd annual conference will be in Minnesota, USA, my second hometown. Yeah, I'm one of the Minnesota fellow. So who like? Yeah, and Rosalind will speak for this.
First of all, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Barbara Shen. We're looking forward to hosting the conference in 2018, and we have two universities: the University of Minnesota, their education college of education, and the University of Hamlin will be sponsoring the college, and we'll have a few other folks there by the time 2018 comes along. We're looking to have it in July, but we're settling on our dates. It's going to be a wonderful time, and there will be a lot of extracurricular activity, shopping at the world's largest mall, and then we have some other cultural things that we're looking at. So we're very excited, and we hope everyone can come. And we've picked up some guidelines and some hints from this conference, things that we'll probably copy. I think one of the highlights was the pickup and having that group of young people, and the posters out there was really wonderful, and the speakers have been excellent, and just the hospitality has been beyond what one could and would expect. It's just been delightful. So we look forward to seeing you in 2018.
Thank you, Rosalind. And we have letter of interest received by Auckland, New Zealand, for hosting 2019 annual conference, and also expression of interest received by Hawaii, United States of America, for hosting 2020 annual conference. Are there any other expression of interest in hosting our annual conference in 2019? So if there is no other interest expressed, then the executive committee would like to make a motion that we accept Auckland, New Zealand for hosting our annual conference in 2019. Okay, so we need a second right now. Talk second. Thank you. Any discussion? Okay.
Just want to point out, so that there's transparency, that generally a proposal is submitted, but since we're trying to get our conferences lined up, so if there isn't any other interest in 2019, we would like to just have it approved, and they will not have to do a proposal until a year out. And then the board will also bring some more details concurrent with that motion at our 2017 conference. But this is a deviation, so I do want you to know that voting this means that they will not have to compete for 2019, and that proposal will be due, but it will not be due in the manner that is laid out in the guidebook. So I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that.
Okay. Thank you, Rosalind. Any other discussion?
I also wanted to point out that I learned that the chairperson for the conference will be Carol Much, who is a long-term member and an honorary member of the PCC. And she has done some spectacular conferences on behalf of the PCC. So there is actually a lot of confidence in the University of Auckland for putting on this conference because they have that deep experience and long-term experience with the PCC and with conference hosting. So I wanted to share that also.
Carol Much is also our honorary members. And I also want to take this opportunity to officially thank Carol for proxy for me last year as the president, the chair, I'm sorry. Okay. You know, I organized the annual conference in 2009. So I know how much hard work it will need to host an annual conference. So please give our big hand to those who show their interest in hosting our annual conference. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Rosalie. Okay, now we come to the vote. We still need a vote, okay? So if you are in favor of this motion, please say aye. Aye, okay. Any objection? Okay, no, then item carry. Thank you. Item 10, new business. Is there any new business this year? No? Okay. And then item 11, other business. Is there other business? Okay. Then before we come to a close, I would like to, on behalf of the PCC organization, I would like to thank all members not only come to our annual general meeting, but for your continuous support to this organization. Without your support, we cannot be a true organization, non-profit organization, devoted to cultural understanding and educational collaboration among the Pacific Circle. So thank you very much, and I would like to bow to you in my cultural way. Thank you. And also, please don't forget, next year in September, beginning from 4th to 8th, we will have annual conference in Hiroshima. And in 2018, we will in Minnesota. And 2019, we will be in Auckland. Please do make your plan and hope to see you all there. Thank you.